Hi, this is Fern from FML Diversified. Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to come on and talk about, give you a little history of me and business as far as doing the vending business. And that was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, before COVID, that we were actually doing the hot dog cart. So I started on a hot dog cart back about, I would say, about 25 years ago. And it was I started actually selling water on the hot dog cart, and it was in a ministry that I was underneath. And the ministry, the Lord had blessed the pastor with a word and gave each person in under the ministry an assignment, and mine was water. At that time, I really didn't know too much about what it was. I was just excited because I've always been interested in business, and to be able to go and do something outside of what the normal of people working and going to work for someone, I was excited. I mean, you're talking about a sister who just was so grateful. The only thing is, I started and I ran ahead of God, and I didn't wait for instructions. And I'm being truthful, I'm being transparent, so I can give you a brief behind how I actually started and went into business. I did a lot of classes and business classes in high school and college. I have my associates in accounting, and that's a story in and of itself. So I have my associate's degree. And when I tell you that I never applied for a job in accounting, you went to school for like 3 years and you never applied for a job. I did it. And I ended up anyway. My passion was business. I love to learn. I love to learn about how business worked and how people own businesses. So I always took into part of, how people were in these stores and fast food and grocery stores and corner stores. And since I was a little girl, I was always curious about, these people in their stores and how they operated day to day. And people were going and buying things and goods, and they just did it consistently. So for me, there was an underlying curiosity for how this person and that person, and I would hear just, last names of people and their family and businesses. So that's where my heart for business started, I believe, as a very young girl, and that spirit of wanting to know and knowledge. So to go further, to really start going into me and business and my schooling, when the Lord gave us a word for different things, I jumped up after it was given, and I didn't wait on God. And I jumped up and I ran and I got my vendor's business. Didn't know that there was a lot behind owning a business, and I learned the hard way. I ran into many situations. One, I ran into another Christian, and I have to laugh when I say that because, we all have to discern, people's heart and what they do and their motives. So I ran into a situation on my first business venture out. The Lord blessed me to have my son and my son-in-law, who's now my son, married to my daughter, and they built my first cart. And what they did the first year is they took and they did like a pencil drawing, and we went and got all the tools and they built it. And I sold water, and the Lord gave me water. So actually, when I was sitting in the vending office, I actually, the lady said, well, what's the name of your business? I didn't have a name. So I knew I would be selling water, so I said water. And that was my business for years. And then the Lord blessed me through the prophet I was under, gave me the interpretation of what water meant. in the kingdom. It's with an attitude toward eternal righteousness. So that was the name of the first business, From Glory, given by God. So I sold water and I sold chips and candy. And we went out onto the streets and we went to different events and we sold water. And some of the people were given other tasks to do in novelties and balloons and clothing, and somebody sold perfumes. So that was the beginning of my street vending ventures, like I said, over 25 years ago. So I still had a passion even after that to continue to learn about business and know about how business works. Even to this day, it's a passion of mine. So I want you to know that you can start a business with little to no income. You just have to know how to get that information and working. So I just wanted to come on and share my testimony of how I started in the business realm at street vending. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to be sharing other testimonies of how I was on the streets with my pastor and her ministry and my brothers and sisters in Christ, and how we have businesses. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the DM. So like I said, you can go and you can get your vendor's business, but pray about it. See God's face. If that's His will for you, if that's a passion for you. But don't just jump up and run out and get your license if you really don't know, because I don't care how small the expense is, you don't want to do that. You want to be successful in whatever God's called you to do and whatever your passion is. So again, this is Fern from FML Diversified, and welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe and please share this with someone else who's thinking about starting a business. And I want you to have a great day. God bless you, and thank you for watching.